I hereby call this meeting to order. Roll call, please.
Mr. Brown?
Here.
Mrs. Mitchell?
Here.
Mrs. Roop?
Here.
Mr. Sawalish?
Here.
Mrs. Walters?
Here.
Mrs. Galbraith is here. Mr. Albrecht?
Here, please join me for the pledge. Ms. Roop, would you please read the mission statement?
Sure. Our mission statement is to empower each student to positively impact the world for a bright new future.
Thank you. And Terry, do we have any public comment tonight?
No, sir.
Okay. First up is the consent agenda approval. Can I have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
Second.
There's only one item on it. It's the regular meeting minutes of April 20th. Is there any question or discussion? Okay, hearing none. Roll call, please.
Mrs. Walters?
Aye.
Mr. Sawalish?
Aye.
Mrs. Roop?
Aye.
Mrs. Mitchell?
Aye.
Mr. Brown?
Aye.
Mrs. Galbraith is an aye. Mr. Albrecht?
Aye. Motion carries. So next up, Superintendent.
Yes. This is the opportunity that I've been privileged to do this evening, and that is to recognize our outgoing board member, Mrs. Brendel Mitchell. She has done an amazing job with our board here, with our district. She has been so conscientious, dedicated, and has shared her expertise. And we have certainly grown by your leadership here on this board and your participation, and so we really thank you for that.
Thank you.
On behalf of the school district and the board, I have a little something for you. Ms. Mitchell, we would like to present to you this plaque of appreciation. It is presented to you from your leadership here from September 2019 to May 2020. Appreciation for your service and your commitment to the students, staff, and community of the Crete Monee School District. Thank you.
No words? I mean,
Boy, you put her on the
can't get
spot.
away that easy.
Okay. Well, I guess I go this way, but sit there so I can say my words. Okay, I got you, yeah. First of all, let me just say thank you to the listening public. Thank you to the board for the selection of myself to carry out the term of Dr. Nakia Hall. And I am so privileged and so honored to have spent this time with you and to have said the words, sometimes trouble the waters, but in everything that I've done, I try to do it in excellence and with the sincerity of my heart. And so I thank you to this board for hearing me all of these nights and to, try to make a difference in what we do and understand that it's not just one community, that we're a united community, and the picture that we reflect has to be one that shows a unified community district. I want to say to my successor, Todd Hall, who has had several conversations with me, and I have appreciated every last one of them. And I often say that God has moved me to the wisdom seat, and I honor that, and I thank him for allowing me to occupy that seat. And there's a saying in Fried Green Tomatoes that says a lady always knows when it's time to exit a room. And so it's time for my exit, and I'm grateful to Todd for his new beginning and wanting to take up the mantle in this school district. And I wish you nothing but the best. I thank you for hearing my comments and believing in what I did, and for me understanding your passion to continue what's before you. So I pray for you, I lift you up, and I wish you the best that your hands would move forward to do and to identify with this board and the communities that we represent. Thank you so much, Todd. Thank you so much, board.
Brenda, thank you for those kind words. You didn't practice at all, I'm sure. So-
May I just, can we say?
Sure.
Okay. Again, wait till she get her attention. You're still a board member until officially, no. You're just not in your seat yet, but I do want to thank you, even though your time here was relatively short, you had an impact that will last a lifetime in this district. You are a mentor to me. You will continue to be a mentor to me. And I know we will cross paths more often than not. So thank you for all you did. Thank you for all you're doing. And thank you for all you're going to continue to do. You are the epitome of a virtuous woman.
Thank you, Mr. Brown. Okay. Anyone else? I think we're,
Well, after Mr. Brown's speech, it's kind of difficult.
yeah.
But I do want to say he's right. I mean, she was here for a short time, but she's been in the community for a lifetime. And so we know that the work will continue. We appreciate what you did in helping us out and being on the board when there was the opening. We made a good choice, and just thank you so much for all you did and will do, and we hope to keep in touch.
I just want to say thank you to Brenda. You jumped in, rolled up your sleeves, and your passion was very evident, and we appreciate your time serving on this board. We'll miss you. Thank you.
Am I still allowed to call you twin? You started it, I just want to know. Thank you for your friendship and your service to this board. I will always treasure our time together, and you know, that coffee shop's gonna get resold. We'll sit on the porch again, or we'll find another place. Good luck to you in your future endeavor, whatever that might be.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, I was gonna say the coffee shop hopefully is open, and you're still gonna answer my phone calls, because I'm gonna lean on you for advice still.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
And I'll just end, when Brenda was going through the interview process, and we, I think we're all so impressed with her. She said, I really want to be part of this team. And after I got to know her and her big personality, I said, I want to be part of Team Brenda. So, you know, so thank you very much. And I'll always be a Team Brenda member, okay? So, okay. So next up, can I have a motion to adjourn sine die?
Moved.
Second.
Okay, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? We are adjourned. So with that, I will turn it over
All
to the
right.
superintendent.
First of all, I want to take the opportunity to read the results of the Will County election. And I have the official note from the Will County. So for District 3, Dr. Todd Hall received 326 votes, which was about 91%. Write-ins was 29 votes with 8%. District 6, Mrs. Cheryl Roop, she had 558 votes with a percentage of 94%. Write-ins, 34 at 5%. And the last district represented was District 7, and that was Mr. Nelson Albrecht with 362 votes with 100%, and there were no write-ins. Right now, I would like to, may I have a nomination for the President Pro Tem, please?
I nominate Bill Zwalish.
Second.
I guess you'd see are there any other nominations?
Any other nominations? Okay, roll call.
That,
I don't have a microphone, so I'm going to talk really loudly.
okay.
Mrs. Walters,
Aye.
Mr. Sawalish,
Aye.
Mrs. Galbraith,
Aye.
Mr. Brown,
Aye.
Mrs. Roop,
Aye.
Mr. Albrecht.
Aye. So, and the gavel down.
Oh, goodness. Thank you. All right, the next step is oath of office, administered by the longest-serving board member, Board Policy 2:80. Mr. Brown, would you have that honor, please?
I accept.
All right. Nelson, right? The three, Nelson, Cheryl Roop, and Dr. Todd Hall, please.
Please don't laugh at my glasses. Okay. Ask you to raise your right hand. I ask you to repeat after me. It may be a little lengthy in some categories, sections of this speech here or oath of office. I, state your name, do solemnly swear or affirm that I will faithfully discharge the duty of the office of member of the Board of Education of Crete Monee School District 201U in accordance with the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the State of Illinois, and the laws of the State of Illinois to the best of my ability.
Do solemnly swear that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of member of the Board of Education of Crete Monee School District 201U in accordance with the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the State of Illinois, and the laws of the State of Illinois to the best of my ability.
I further swear or affirm that
I further swear that
I shall respect taxpayers' interests by serving as a faithful protector of the school district's assets.
I shall respect taxpayer interests by serving as a faithful protector of the school district's assets.
I shall encourage and respect the free expression of opinion by my fellow board members and others who seek a hearing before the board while respecting the privacy of students and employees.
I shall encourage and respect the free expression of opinion by my fellow board members and others who seek a hearing before the board while respecting the privacy of students and employees.
I shall recognize that a board member has no legal authority as an individual and that decisions can be made only by a majority vote at a public board meeting.
I shall recognize that a board member has no legal authority as an individual and that decisions can be made only by a majority vote at a public board meeting.
I shall abide by majority decisions of the board while retaining the right to seek changes in such decisions through ethical and constructive channels.
I shall abide by majority decisions of the board while retaining the right to seek changes in such decisions through ethical and constructive channels.
As part of the Board of Education, I shall accept the responsibility for my role in the equitable and quality education of every student in the school district.
Part of the Board of Education, I shall accept the responsibility for my role in the equitable and
I shall foster with the board extensive participation of the community, formulate goals, define outcomes, and set the course of Crete Monee School District 201U.
I shall foster with the board extensive participation of the community, formulate goals, define outcomes, and set the course for Crete Monee School District 201U.
I shall assist in establishing a structure and an environment designed to ensure all students have the opportunity to obtain their maximum potential through a sound organizational framework.
I shall assist in establishing a structure and an environment designed to ensure all students have the opportunity to attain their maximum potential through a sound organizational framework.
I shall strive to ensure a continuous assessment of student achievement in all conditions affecting the education of our children in compliance with the state law.
I shall strive to ensure a continuous assessment of student achievement and all conditions affecting the education of our children in compliance with state law.
I shall serve as education key advocate on behalf of students in our communities, schools, to advance the vision of Crete Monee School District 201U, and
I shall serve as education's key advocate on behalf of students in our community schools to advance the vision of Crete Monee School District 201U, and
I shall strive to work together with the district superintendent to lead the school district towards fulfilling the vision the board has created, fostering excellence for every student in the areas of academic skills, knowledge, citizenship, and personal development.
I shall strive to work together with the district superintendent to lead the school district toward fulfilling the vision the board has created, fostering excellence for every student in the areas of academic skills, knowledge, citizenship, and personal development.
Congratulations, you've just given up your life. Congratulations. Congratulations. All right, here we go. Count of three. 1, 2, 3. Okay, stop. Hold it. Stop. Out. Yes. Up. Inside. Sorry. Count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So next, I'm going to read the rules for nominations. Crete Monee 201U Board of Education organizational meeting on May 4th, 2021. Rules for the election of officers. Nominations. Each board member may nominate one person for each office. Upon being nominated, the nominee will be given the opportunity to accept or decline the nomination. Voting. If there is only one nominee for an office, the vote will proceed with an up or down vote, A or nay. If there are two or more nominees for an office, each board member will vote by stating the nominee's name. Election. If there is only one nominee, the nominee must receive a majority of the members voting. Abstains do not count as a vote. If there are two or more nominees, the winner will be decided by the nominee receiving a plurality of the votes. If there is a tie, the board will vote again among the two nominees with the most votes until a winner is determined. So with that being said, Ms. Tobin, can you please take a roll call of the new board members?
Is this on?
I have a question. I thought that
I think
we
after,
were supposed to talk about if anybody wanted an amendment or something before we went through, or did we
yeah, I
have to do
think,
the roll
I
call
think,
because of your
I think
email?
the proper sequence will be for Terry as recording secretary to take the roll call.
And then
And
come
then we
back?
get a motion to adopt those rules, and then we can have discussion or amendment.
Okay, just want to make sure that that's not forgotten.
Okay, this is the roll call for the new board. Dr. Hall,
Present.
Mr. Albrecht,
Here,
Mrs. Galbraith,
Here?
Mrs. Walters. Here. Mr. Sawalish,
Here.
Mr. Brown,
Here.
Mrs. Roop.
Here.
Thank you.
Okay, I need a motion to adopt the rules for the election of officers.
so moved.
Second?
Roll call?
Now, any discussion or comment?
Any discussion or comment?
I'm just curious, there was an email sent with a suggestion, so are we going to talk about that suggestion or no? I mean, Dr. Hall, it was your suggestion. Do you want to talk about it?
Well, seeing that we have an odd number tonight, I guess it doesn't make sense to say possibly remove the president and have the president do the tie break, because that would only matter if there was an even number to break the tie. And if we remove the president, then for sure there'll be a tie. So I don't have anything else on it.
I just want to make sure, because you had sent it in, that we had acknowledged it.
No other discussion? All right. Are there any nominations for president?
No.
We
first-
need to take the
Roll call.
for
My
the
bad.
To adopt the
adoption of
rules.
the
Okay.
rules. Mrs. Walters,
Aye.
Mr. Sawalish,
Aye.
Mrs. Roop,
Aye.
Dr. Hall,
Aye.
Mrs. Galbraith,
Aye.
Mr. Brown,
Aye.
Mr. Albrecht.
Aye.
Now I'm good. Are there any nominations for president?
I'd like to nominate Cheryl Roop.
I'd like to nominate Nelson Albrecht.
All right. Anybody else? So then we go around. Terry, can you please take a roll?
The first up is for Cheryl Roop.
I think
Is
if
that
there's
correct?
two or more, you will just get
We give a name as
you'll
we go
call
along.
each
You
board
call out the
member,
name?
and you'll
Okay,
call out the
Very
name.
good. Mrs. Galbraith,
Roop.
Mrs. Walters,
Albrecht.
Mr. Sawalish,
Albrecht.
Mr. Brown,
Albrecht.
Dr. Hall,
Albrecht.
Mrs. Roop,
Albrecht.
And Mr. Albrecht.
Albrecht. Okay.
I do have a question, because it says that they have an opportunity to accept or decline, and I guess, you could have declined. Right. So I just wanted to make that clear, so if we have.
Okay. Good point.
Right.
Good.
Troublemaker.
Thank you. Thank you for your service, Bill.
Yep.
Okay, next up, can we have a nominations for the election of vice president?
I nominate Cheryl Roop.
Are there any other nominations? Okay, hearing none, this will be an A or nay vote. Ms. Secretary?
Mr. Albrecht.
Aye.
Mr. Brown.
Aye.
Mrs. Galbraith.
Aye.
Dr. Hall.
Aye.
Mrs. Roop.
Aye.
Mr. Sawalish.
Aye.
And Mrs. Walters.
Aye.
Okay. Congratulations, Ms. Rube. Okay, next up for the election of secretary. Do I hear any nominations? I would like to nominate Maurice Brown. Any other nominations for secretary? Okay. Roll call, please.
Mrs. Roop.
Aye.
Dr. Hall.
Aye.
Mrs. Galbraith.
Present.
Mr. Brown.
Aye.
Mr. Sawalish.
Abstain.
Mrs. Walters.
Present.
Mr. Albrecht.
Aye. 4 ayes and 3 abstentions. Motion carries. Congratulations, Mr. Brown.
Thank you.
Okay, next up are appointments by the president. First is to appoint the speed representative, and I'd like to ask Dr. Hall to serve as our speed representative.
I accept.
Thank you. Number 2, appoint IASB governing board representative, and Bill Zwalish, would you continue in that role?
Yes.
Okay. And 3, appoint discipline review committee members. There are 2 of them. And I'd like to ask Janine Galbraith to continue on that, and Sandy Walters.
I do not want to continue on that one.
Okay.
I accept.
Then by the next meeting, I'll come up with someone else.
You are missing one meeting, though. You are one committee, you're missing the district safety committee, which I'm on, and I would like to stay on that.
I've had some discussion with Dr. Kara. That was a committee that was kind of created by Dr. Clark. It's a superintendent level committee. And I'm not sure that it serves a purpose anymore.
Board President, I would be interested in serving on the Discipline Review Committee. Just
Okay.
an interest. You don't have to decide now, but
Okay.
put my head out there.
Let me give that some consideration. I'll
Sure.
let you know. Okay. Next up, can I have a motion to approve the 2021-2022 Board of Education meeting dates?
So move.
Second.
Any discussion or questions?
I do have a question. When I looked at the dates, there is no June meeting. Or maybe I missed that.
There should be. June of 21 or 22?
21, I might have missed it.
Oh,
Yeah.
that would be, that
would still be
this year. That July 1 starts the.
Okay, I
So-
understand.
so it's
Yes,
for the
I
school
get it.
year.
From the school year,
So-
okay.
Okay. Roll call, please.
Mrs. Galbraith,
Present.
Dr. Hall,
Aye.
Mrs. Root,
Aye.
Mr. Brown,
Aye.
Mr. Sawalish,
Aye.
Mrs. Walters,
Aye.
Mr. Albrecht.
Aye. Motion carries. Can I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? We are adjourned.